What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode out here on the putting green in Cultus, doing a putting lesson today with my coach Kris. I'm going to take you through some little tune-ups we're doing before tournaments resume this weekend, and hopefully you guys find this helpful because I know you guys love seeing my swing lesson video. So I'm going to give you a little putting lesson update, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. All right, guys, we got my boy Kris out here on the putting green. Kris Kowalski Golf on Instagram. Okay, so Kris is hands down the greatest putter I have ever witnessed in person. And he's been my putting coach throughout my entire off-season journey. You might have seen our first video we did together. I'll link it below. So today, Kris is going to help get me dialed in because tournaments are coming up. And I like to refer to making any putt over 15 feet a Kowalski because that's what he seems to do on an absurd amount. It makes me sick. The amount of 15 to 25 putters this guy makes in a round makes me absolutely like I want to yak everywhere. So I'm hoping I can get some of that, some mojo going. Yeah, give me the good juju today. All right? All right, let's go. So where we're at with the putts right now, putting's actually gotten better. I did a video last week on calibrating my putting stroke. So I'm feeling like things are in a good place. Again, it's more so just like getting a second set of eyes on it. I want to see what you see, because obviously I've calibrated to where I think I feel good and I'm making putts. But again, I'm probably not making as many as I would like to. Like my last round, which is the last course vlog, was my first strokes game putting round in 2 months. Okay. Strokes game positive. Positive. Okay. So I'm trending in the right direction, but I'm definitely missing like on right to lefters. I'm probably missing a little more on the high side than I should. Okay. And then, but I am making more left to righters than normal. So I know. Good. I know. So tell me what you need to see, and then we'll go from there.
And he says he needs a putting lesson.
Right? Let's see if I can make the third one. Pushed it. So I would say that would be that last one.
Yeah.
Would be probably what's happening on the high side.
Okay.
I've been trying a lot since our last, like a big thing was just getting this pendulum right and kind of squaring up my body lines. Because historically, like that's always been a problem.
Yeah, shoulders get open for sure.
Shoulders get open, feet get open, face gets, I start cutting across. So this feels like, there we go. All right, what's the damage?
You see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything I see right off the bat is very good. From last lesson when we had quick tune-ups here and there was a shoulder problem. Right? Shoulders getting open, coming across it, wiping it, as people would say.
Right.
Now I don't see that. Actually, I'm going to go to the next one. Fast forward. Here is ideal. Good body position. Thing I'm going to check here is eye line. Eye line's probably, you might be a little bit over the ball.
Wow. Which never happened.
No, never.
Right.
We actually should do a comparison in this video to see what you were before to now.
Oh man.
So this would be a big drastic change for sure,
right.
Which is good. So, we can get you a little bit more upright. I do see a little bit of posture issue here is with your neck.
Honestly,
okay. Let's clear that.
I'm drooping?
Yeah, you're just getting a little bit too much, your head's collapsing a little bit too much. Okay. So if we pick up that head, that will bring that eye line probably about just inside the golf ball, and that's what we'd like. So from what I can see from the stroke wise though, everything good, looks good. Let's get rid of that because I start to move here. Oh yeah, that's a great takeaway. Yeah, good finish there. Yeah, and then as you can result, it's just that ball's rolling pure off the club face, not really hopping, which is very ideal.
Yep.
And then there we go. We're resulting in those 5-footers rolling in, no problem. So yeah, let's just try to get a little bit more upright with the upper body. Okay. Just to kind of bring that eye line inside a little bit, which kind of makes sense why you might be missing left to right or right to lefts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take about a half-inch step back from the ball. There you go. See, then you don't have to change too much posture-wise. Okay. But then we're getting an eye line that's a lot better. Okay. Okay. Good. roll.
So I don't have to feel so over it.
No.
It's so funny because I was
Yeah,
when we started,
were, like,
I was like, oh
on your
dear.
heels. Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. That was a good putt though.
Yeah, I was up.
Where do you see yourself right now? Do you see it on
My-
the inside?
So, no, my eye line right now is my eyes are right on the main center line.
Okay.
Where should they be in
So
this little
on
inlet?
just inside the golf ball, yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone's got a natural arc, right? So if you're over top of the golf ball too much, that arc's gonna go away.
Okay.
Solid. Ball position's really good, which was always an issue for
Yeah, I've been militant on that,
you. Yeah.
and then I've been really just trying to work on like just getting a nice smooth pendulum.
Yeah. Those are nice smooth strokes right there.
Yeah. And that's why it's like I feel good. I feel like a lot of things are going well.
Yeah.
It's more so just cleaning up.
One thing I always like to check is how the ball's coming off the face.
Yeah.
Very key to getting that ball rolling online. You can feel like that stroke is pure, but if you're hitting down on it, if you're hitting like ball position too far forward and you're coming up on it too early,
Right.
it starts to bounce. You can't control what it does after that, right?
Right.
So I always like to check. It's always just kind of like a diagnostic kind of thing for me to check all
Yep.
the time. Just like you bring in your car, check your lights, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything's good. Okay, so first thing, again, we were just talking about it, ball position is absolutely perfect. It changes for everybody. So this might be, we'll find out if this is a good position for you. It felt natural, like that's what you feel like?
Yeah, this is the best it's been.
Okay, perfect. So now let's take nice smooth transition there, which is nice. Yeah, look at that ball. That ball is hardly hopping, moving end over end. Reading Titleist a couple times. Yeah, I can read that ball. That is a pure stroke. So where your ball position is now, which feels natural for you, is exactly where you want to go. Yeah, right there. It's pretty much textbook.
So I should be making 25 footers on automatic?
You should be making Kowalskis for sure. So clearly we need to see what's going on in the,
In
10
longer.
to 15.
Okay, so let's take a look at some longer lag putts then.
Okay.
If the technique's kind of feeling good.
Yeah, okay, let's go. There it is. That was a better stroke. That was a better stroke again. So one thing I just saw just from the first one, second one to the third one,
Yeah.
is again you getting a little bit too much over top of that
Too
golf
much
ball.
over it? Okay.
And then which resulted in that first one that you missed, which could be an auto correction for you, or your mind's taking over to try to square up that club. Is that on the first one is that you took that club head outside,
Right.
and then you're just trying to hold that face open instead of coming across it,
Right.
which will result in that push putt there
Right.
that you made, that you missed. That third one you made or you missed was a perfect putt. It just ran out of steam a little bit. There you go. That's pure, bud. Very well done. Watch that ball position. Let's try to get that creeped up like where we want to. Oh. Yeah, that one just moved on you. Goes right, then came back left. Nice, good.
That's that path.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
again, on that one, diagnose it. That was like you took that club
Yeah,
inside big time, which
yeah.
you felt that, right?
Yeah.
So that's
No,
good.
Right away I went, oh, that's a bad putt.
Yeah. first three, obviously you weren't really looking at that putt very closely.
Right.
But on the first one and the second one is that you hit your target every single time. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong with the stroke.
Now I gotta
It's now aiming correctly.
Right.
So it's trying to find what's going to work for you and making sure where you're aimed is actually where you want to hit that golf ball.
Right.
Because on the first two, which again, you're not really trying to aim, you're just trying to hit some putts. But where you're aimed is right where you're hitting it.
Right.
Okay. Last one, you were aimed right dead center, and where did you hit it? Dead center. Right. So I think is trying to get you to just make sure that you are aimed properly every single time.
Right.
And then it's going to give yourself the best chance. This is a drill that I did when I struggled. Let's hope it works for you. I highly recommend it to anybody that is struggling with aim. You might, oh, I hit that putt so good. Why did I miss it right? Why did I miss it left?
Right.
It might not be the stroke. It not always is the stroke.
Right.
So it could just be that you're set up there, just like when you're on the golf course, you're trying to hit it. Well, why didn't that draw enough? Or why did that start so far right and you only drew 2 yards? Well, maybe you were aimed there, right? So same with putting. So what I like to do is I like to place a ball about a foot away from the hole into as many as you want. It could be 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, however many you want to do. So here we got about 6 golf balls. So we'll do about 6 feet worth. So we got 6 golf balls down. We're about 6 feet away, right? So what it is, it's you stepping back at this ball here, at the far end ball, and trust and looking down that line and seeing the line. So now you can see the line visually. Right. So could use a chalk line. Everyone doesn't have a chalk line, so using golf balls, everyone has golf balls, so it's very key. So now you could see that line from when you're stepping behind the golf ball and whatnot, but now you can physically see it. You're visualizing what it looks like. So what you can see here, you're like, yeah, this is straight putt. But when you get over top of that golf ball, your eyes are going to play a little bit tricks on you because of where your head is versus where your actual body is. So this is a good visual check just to always just get dialed in on what that should look like when you're over top of the golf ball. So it's not that you're hitting putts, it's just visualizing and making sure that it all looks good. You're starting to get that check.
That's interesting. Yeah. And last thing, like one thing I know you said before is like, I got to be really cognizant of like the line, because obviously I have the line here and like making sure that this is directly pointed where I need to go. Because like I obviously fall into the tendency of like maneuvering the face a little too much.
Exactly, trying to like overcompensate for maybe you weren't aimed properly and you kind of knew it or whatever it is. But I had noticed today is that there would be the odd putt, not every putt, that line, like I could see where you're aimed, and then that line starts to do this a little bit. So you could start to open or close the face just to think, because again, your mind might, when you're over top of the golf ball, you might think, okay, well, no, actually I need to aim a little bit more right or a little bit more left. So that line starts to do this.
Right.
Biggest thing that I tell people is to trust it. You never can, like you can line up a putt and you're like, you get over and you're like, oh no, I think it's gonna break, and move it. I can guarantee you're gonna miss that putt probably 9 out of 10 times. Always trust your line and commit to what you saw the first time, because it's gonna be, for the majority, it's gonna be right. So same with you, when you're over the top of that golf ball, trust what your line is. Don't start to open or close that face to kind of, if instead of it being right edge, now you're going 1 ball outside. Well, if you think it's 1 ball outside, step back,
off, recalibrate,
readjust, and then go. And then so you always can make sure that you don't have to get moving parts to square or to hit the putt that you want. You could just, good solid strokes going to get it there for you. Okay, so that's
thanks,
there
bro.
We go. There we are.
You're the man. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. I learned a lot. I'm definitely gonna go now get a little practice round in and put all this to good use. Guys, hit up Kris on Instagram at Kris Kowalski Golf. And if you're in the Lower Mainland area, there's nobody I recommend more to get your putting dialed in than this gentleman right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one.